Ready to go.
Okay. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Today we're working on this little Stihl blower. It seems to be locked up, and it doesn't move at all. But when I looked at it, when I was considering buying this one, whenever I get a blower that has this on the back, next thing we'll do is open up the back, and you can see the motor. It turns, and you can feel a good, strong compression stroke. So we know it's not locked up. It's got a recoil problem. And I'm not really surprised because we've got 3 bolts holding it down. We've got a Torx, a Phillips, and a Robertson's. So we're going to go ahead and pull it apart. And before we're done, we'll get new bolts for it. But first, let's get inside and see why she doesn't wind. There's a Robertson's. Of course, every time you hit one of these, the person who owned it will say, I didn't work on it, but I kind of think they might have. I'm pretty sure Stihl didn't put 3 different screws in it. So let's see what we got going on here. What do we got? Are you part of the deal? Yep. We've got one more Torx to take off. That should do it. And interesting enough, that's all the string that this has got on it. And you can see the center wheel's not turning correctly. So let's add some more rope to it. There you go. Okay, pulled out a little bit. And that's really all we need right there is enough to cut it. Now we'll let it unwind completely. And as far as recoils go to rewind, this is one of the easier ones. It's got a nut in there. But it works. They're using the nut to keep the string from pulling through, which tells me at least once it's pulled through. Okay, now that we've got the short string out, for the new string, we're going to melt the end just a little bit. Once it's melted, once it's nice and hot, you can make a little bit of a point out of it, and the ends won't fray when you're trying to put it back in. We're going to feed it in here, and then give ourselves plenty of slack. Now we're going to find the little hole that it goes through, and just push it through. Once it comes through the other end, we'll make a knot. Pushing it through can get a little tricky. There it goes. See, now once it's through a little bit, put a knot on it. By the way, make sure you don't take this clip off. This clip, if this comes off, it'll unwind the whole thing and make a complete mess, and it's a whole different job. But we do have a video on how to rewind these coil springs with a little homemade tool that I made out of a spark plug wrench. Okay. Let's pull it through, and now all we have to do is rewind it, and we'll put an end on it. Okay, we put it over on this side because I'm very right-handed, and you can see a little bit better this way. See what we're doing, it's just winding it around using the spring itself. Now when we let it go, we'll pull the string nice and snug. Let's get our wind out of it. And it'll pull the string back in. And you decide, do you have enough? Yeah, and we got more than enough on that. So we'll go ahead and put an end on it now. Where'd my end go? There it is. So you want to make sure you pull it so it's got a little bit of snugness. That way, your string won't be all dangly at the end. I'm going to warm it up just a touch and make a point out of it. Shove it through the handle. And this handle had like a nut sitting in the end, so we're going to triple knot this one. Not easy to do one-handed, but I've got lots of practice. You get one more knot on it. Now before I do it, we'll make sure our little arm is sticking out, and it is. It's kind of interesting. I originally thought this was all locked up until I realized it was nothing more than a pull cord. Okay, come on, buddy. I'm getting everything to line up, and then in she goes. I can feel it trying to pull on the engine. That's a beautiful thing. And there it is. So we're only going to put one screw in this. And the reason we're only putting one screw in is we're going to take the rest of the screws. We're going to take the other correct screw to the shop and go find some more matches. Let's put two in just to pull it a little bit. Put one over there and one over here. That way we can pull the cord and test it. And that sounds good. I can see that's pulling through, so we're going to have to put a new handle on this one. I pulled this outside just to see what's going to take to get it running again, because I bought it used and you never know what's wrong with them. It didn't take anything. The only thing that was wrong with this was broken pull string. I added the cord I had laying around, or I'm sorry, an end, and she's ready to go. That one surprised me. She started right up and didn't even need a carburetor adjustment. So if you're doing yours and you're replacing the recoil string, keep in mind there's a spring underneath that little white piece inside, and it has that little wire clip that holds it on with a little black pawl on it that pulls in and out to start it. Don't take that wire clip out. If you do, the spring's going to unwind, and I've got a video on that, but it's a tedious little job. It takes a little bit of work and a little bit of practice. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And all you new people out there, if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.